Hello and welcome to Who Wins Podcast, where each episode we pit pop culture icons against each other in a brutal fight to the death. I am Chris Bolton. With me, as always, my partner in pugilism, Mr. Mark Williams.
Hello.
And this episode, we are pitting Barney the dinosaur against a returning combatant, sort of, Big Bird.
Yeah, right back, way back at the beginning.
1, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, technically episode 0, which will forever fuck up our numbering on this show.
Especially when you get into like iTunes and Spotify and shit, because they don't let you have a 0. So we've got 2 episode 1s.
Yeah. So
actually, I think I actually made a bonus episode when we had to relaunch recently. I made a bonus episode.
Okay. So yeah, we had the great idea when we first launched this podcast way back, 8 years ago, probably
2014.
Yeah. So I'm shit at maths. 8 years ago. 7 years ago. Okay. That we would have an episode 0 in case we didn't like doing it, or it didn't work out, or the quality was shit, or whatever. And here we are, some 69 episodes later, with a lot of other shows as well. So that was, it goes to show we should probably have more confidence in ourselves. But anyway, we're not here to talk about us. So yeah, Big Bird is on his way back, this time facing off against Barney instead of the Muppets. I mean, straight out of the gate, for me, this is your classic sort of heavy-hitting slugger up against a more nimble, more agile opponent with a bit of reach here, isn't it? Because Barney's got those tiny little T-Rex arms.
But he does have a big tail.
Does have a big tail, and like he's fucking heavy. You can see that. Whereas Big Bird is just all legs, isn't he?
Yeah.
So again, though,
I was going to say it's
small arms.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this before as well, and the benefit of being small and quick as opposed to being sort of big and lumbering but powerful. The difference being that Big Bird is quick, but Big Bird is still big.
Yes.
So it's not just a case of well, you've got a Scrappy Doo can whip around and bite your ankles and whatever else. There's some serious competition in here, just because you've got 2 fairly similar statured people.
Yeah,
would just happen to be a lot bigger, but one is power and one is speed, so it'll be quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more the reach than anything with Big Bird, isn't it? Because Barney is like, he's a T-Rex, so he's got no neck, he's got tiny little arms. Yeah, he's got the big tail, but Big Bird's got that long old neck. He's got the big long legs,
and a big beak as well. Don't forget. I mean, but yes, Barney has a snout, but. I mean, I don't remember if Barney actually talked or if it was always open and he just talked. There was a voice coming out of that big gaping hole in his mouth.
No, I don't think he actually did open it. His eyes used to blink, didn't they? I think.
Yeah, but I don't think the mouth, the jaw moved.
I don't believe
Big Bird has that beak that will just constantly doing that and will peck like fuck.
I could be wrong, but it's been a long time since I've actually seen Barney.
Yeah,
like he's kind of. I'm sure he's still out there, but he kind of vanished, didn't he?
Barney ran, I think it appeared in about 91, 92, as its own. Barney and Friends did anyway. I did a very limited amount of research while I was waiting for you to come online. And yes, it came, Barney as character first emerged in about 88, 89, and then Barney and Friends as its own entity came about in 92, and it ran to like 2010 or something like that.
Yeah, it ran for quite a while.
It's been in syndication and reruns ever since, and there was talk of rebooting it in 2017, and then it just went into an indefinitely delayed mode. And there was also talk of a second movie, because apparently there was a first one. There was talk of a second movie with Daniel Kaluuya was involved. His production company was involved.
Yeah, I remember there being a Barney movie. I don't remember ever watching it, but I remember it being a thing.
I fucking hated Barney. I was too old for Barney by the time it came out anyway, but I did have younger cousins who liked it. But it just gave me the wig.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of in the right age to watch it, ironically, so I did watch some Barney. Again, there's probably that slight difference between the two of us, where you're still going, what the fuck is this? Whereas by the time it's airing for me, I'm like, okay, yes, kid show, but look how stupid it is.
It was also around about the time where I was, I mean, obviously during the day, during the week you get up for school, and then at weekends I was getting to play football or rugby, so I didn't have time to sort of sit down and watch shit like this anyway, so I'd only caught it very fleetingly. But yeah, it just weirded me out.
Yeah, whereas once again, me, hello, fat kid, no football or rugby for me. Well, not true. I did play on the school rugby team, but that was kind of under protest.
Well, yeah, so, I mean, being in this part of the world, if you were over about 5'5" or over a certain weight, it was just right. You can go in the scrum.
Yeah, it was just
you can push the other. you can push the other heavy fuckers, and then the skinny ones go at the back and run around a bit.
Yeah, I had prop written all over me as a kid. But yeah, so I did watch some of it, but yeah, I can't remember the mouth moving, if I'm honest. Maybe it did. It was all because the reason I say I don't think that is because it was all in the hands. Barney was all in the hands, wasn't he? Everything was with his limited movement. There was a lot of this going on with Barney. It was all.
Although I very nicely avoided the phrase "he was all hands."
I think I did say he was all hands, didn't I?
No, he said he's all with the hands.
All right, he's all with the hands. So he's very handsy, is what I'm saying. I could have said hands on and didn't. And for those of you that are on audio and not video this week, I do apologize. You can't see me doing the Barney hand motions. And for some reason, now I've started. I can't fucking stop. I'm just sat here with my shoulders all hunched up, making the Barney hands. Right, I don't know why, but I feel. Do you know what's weird is when they're up there like this, okay, then you're doing Barney, right? This is how Barney talks. Yeah. If you move them down to your waist, then you're a rave dancer. You do big fish, little fish. If you move them down slightly.
So move any further down, it's Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to get that one in there.
Or Michael Jackson on More Counts Than One, because you're also grabbing your cross. But anyway, that we're explaining ourselves far too much. We're going to get into hot water here. But yeah, try that, listeners. I'm sure if you can't see me on video, I'm sure you can picture the Barney hand movements. So just do them with me now, and then just drop those hands to the waist. And look at you. You're in a rave in the 90s. Every day's a school day. Without the drugs, obviously.
What fucking school did you go to?
The rave, not the school. Jesus Christ, we're off to a flyer on this already. So yeah, Barney's, yeah, I don't think the mouth moves, but I mean, we've got to allow the mouth to move.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's a dinosaur for it. Like I know he's a big fucking puppet dinosaur, but he's still, for all intents and purposes, he's a fucking T-Rex. He's a dinosaur. Yeah. So I think you're right. I think a lot of his attack is going to have to come from that tail initially. But like, yeah, that's a long tail, but Big Bird's got fucking long legs. Like, surely he can just step over that tail, can't he?
Well, yeah. I mean, you won't know how much time they would spend on Sesame Street doing double dutch when they were filming. And he's going to be able to fucking leap over that quite easily.
Yeah, you would have thought so. So I don't think Barney's doing much with the tail there. It's whether he's. I mean, really, what this comes down to is, can he get out the way if Big Bird decides to just throw a fucking kick out?
I don't know, but I mean, the thing is, what you've got to look at there, if Big Bird does throw a kick, then Barney's first response is going to be to turn his back on it, which is going to whip that tail. Now, if Big Bird's only got one standing leg,
true. I think you're right.
That tail's going to hit the leg. And the thing with
sweep the leg.
I mean, thinking about it from where we were just talking about, obviously Big Bird jumping over it, is that if you think of that tail, it wasn't because of the shape and the design of Barney, it wasn't long and dragging on the floor as you'd have had with an actual T-Rex. It was kind of, it came down from his arse by about a foot and then curved back up. So that's actually been quite difficult to jump over because it's going to be quite high. It's going to be quite a good sweeper. Yeah,
so yeah, he could actually potentially, like I mean, this is a classic Karate Kid matchup then, isn't it? If Big Bird's doing the crane kick, then he's going to sweep the leg.
Yeah.
So you get Big Bird then on his back staring up at the fucking sky.
Yeah.
But what can sure fall on top of him? Like, what can Barney do at that point? He's got
big old fucking legs, though, isn't he? He can stand on his neck.
And Big Bird has got a pencil neck, as I was saying.
Yeah, and Barney has those big old T-Rex legs.
Yeah, true. And he is quite fat, so yeah, I guess he could. But I mean, Big Bird's going to be pecking like fuck before that happens. I know he's on his back, but
if he's on his back and he's standing his neck, he's not going to be able to get enough movement in the neck, is he?
As he's coming towards him, he's going to be. I mean, I know he's punching up or pecking up, as it were, but he's not just going to let Barney step on him, is he? He's going to be
true.
You know, he's going to. I mean, all you got to do is roll to the side, really, and then just go with the beak. Nearly fucking threw my headphones off then. Just get in there with the beak. And you're basically going to peck his ankles, aren't you? So,
yeah, but I mean, that's going to take a lot of doing, though, isn't it? That's going to take a lot to throw him off. There's some fairly chunky ankles.
Yeah, he's a fairly big bird, though, isn't he?
This is true. Fairly big beak.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to imagine he's pretty sure, like with birds' beaks and stuff, like there's teeth in there, isn't there?
Are there?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't think birds had teeth.
Well, not teeth like our teeth, but like
some sort of serration.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mean actual. When I say teeth, I mean like teeth on a saw. Yeah, no, I don't mean. They haven't got like teeth, because that would be like, I've never seen a bird smile. That would be fucking freaky.
Did you see that fucking fish last week?
Yeah, with the teeth.
Yeah, the fucking actual
teeth.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
that
fucking
is
weird.
yeah. I mean, I feel like this is crucial actually, so I need to know this now. I'm sure because otherwise, like, how do they actually chew?
Well, I thought there's a pulp it with the beak, don't they? Because the beak is hard, so they can pulp stuff with it.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm making this shit up as I go along. I have no idea.
Birds beaks. Google is your friend, kids. We
I
read
think
search.
I think the problem is that even if birds in general do, I'm fairly sure that Big Bird doesn't have any serration in that latex plastic beak.
Yeah, right. So apparently, birds gave up their teeth so they would be able to hatch out of their eggs faster.
That was a nice one.
Yeah.
Does that mean they can shit on my car faster as well?
So the answer is no. They don't have teeth. They used to, but
Yeah, they used to be dinosaurs.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. That's why I thought they had teeth. So they used to have teeth. Then somewhere along the evolutionary chain, some fucking arsehole bird made a decision on the behalf of his entire species that says, "Do you know what? We'd rather be born quicker. Don't worry about having teeth." So there you go. Apparently, it's because they don't need them because most birds now have evolved sharper and more powerful beaks.
There you go.
And birds swallow their food whole, and it is ground up by their gizzard, which is a muscle in the stomach. There you go. That was science with Chris.
And that's how you know I'm not a bird, because I have no muscles in my stomach.
No, me either. So okay, so if he pecks him, it is literally just the shot. He's not going to bite him.
It's just a trauma attack, isn't it? Really,
piercing damage is all it is. That's all it is. Straight piercing damage. So, but still, like, you get that beak in your ankle, that's gonna fucking hurt. Like that is going to take it down.
If you catch it in the right place, yeah, because the ankle it's not very fleshy. So I mean, if you catch it on the side or on the top, you're going to be all right. It's if you catch it on the back where the tendons are, it's not going to do as much. It's not going to hurt as much.
Well, unless you sever a tendon.
On a T-Rex leg with one fucking peck.
I mean, he's a big fucking beak. Like this.
There's only so far I think we can suspend. I mean, you've got to pierce and then rupture a tendon in one go. That's
okay.
That's not going to happen.
So he's just pecking the ankle then.
He's just going to annoy the fuck out of him at that point, isn't he?
I don't. I'm pretty sure. Like, have you ever bashed your ankle on like the corner of a table or something like that? Like that shit. That shit fucking hurts.
It's where it's catching the bone, isn't it? So I mean, there's not a lot of coverage there. And I think that I remember reading somebody sort of pseudo famous in the sort of early aughts went on a massive tirade about how much it hurts getting a tattoo on your ankle because nobody tells you there's no fucking skin down there.
I mean,
I'm sure you fucking realize that anyway. I mean, I mean, you have an ankle, you look at it, and you go, okay, yeah, there's not going to be a lot of coverage there, is there?
Yeah, that is just a tiny bit of skin over the bone. So, like, you get pecked in that. I'm pretty sure that not only is it going to make Barney back the fuck up, I honestly reckon initially it's going to take him down. Like, you'll get straight back up, but it's that kind of thing where,
it's
again,
when kicked in the shin, isn't it?
like, yeah, you're on a knee straight away. So that's going to allow Big Bird to, I guess, do a nip up, or I kind of see him doing some sort of weird spinning top breakdance maneuver.
I was just thinking that he's going to be up on his shoulders and doing them through 180 degrees and flip himself back up.
And flip himself up, so he can be back on his feet, and then maybe if he's quick enough, he can even get a fucking boot into the gut while Barney's still recovering.
Maybe. But again, that gut is fucking huge. I don't know what they were trying to say about childhood obesity, but fucking hell.
That just gives you more to aim at, doesn't it? So
it does, but it's also more cushioning for Barney as well because he's not going to feel it as much as if he was lean.
So you're saying it's like the Homer Simpson effect, where you can just take
trust me, I know.
But I mean, still, a kick to the stomach's still gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah, and the thing is, the way Barney's set up, he is ripe for a kick in the box. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any. Because the way that suit is, there's a very defined gap between the legs.
Yeah. Now, do T-Rexes have balls anyway? I don't believe they do.
I don't know. I've never met one.
Well, I mean, reptiles generally don't.
No, this is true.
So, if they do, they're internal. Put it like that. Pretty sure there are no balls to kick. And Big Bird's a girl, I think.
I don't know.
What? He's a girl, isn't he?
Big Bird's a girl, isn't he?
For some reason, I refer to Big Bird as he, but I'm pretty sure. What are his pronouns? What are Big Bird's pronouns? This is important.
According to Wikipedia, he.
So he's a he. Okay.
Yeah. So everything is. So he can roller skate. He can dance. He is prone to frequent misunderstandings.
Okay. So he's masculine. Okay. That clears up 40 years of doubt for me. So Big Bird's a he as well, but he hasn't got any bollocks then.
No, I don't think either of them do they?
No. So there are no balls for the kicking.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, yeah, but it also,
Because let's be fair. If you had the chance, you'd kick Barney in the bollocks.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd kick the shit out of Barney if I had the chance. I wouldn't just kick him in the balls. I'd
kick him in the balls until he was dead.
Be one of those, yeah. Be like one of those videos you see on the internet of like 5-year-old kids beating up all the superhero mascots at their birthday parties. It would just be that if I got the chance for Barney.
Yeah. But I'd take the padding off the Nerf bat first.
So maybe you'll get one in the gut, but it's not going to stop Barney getting back to his feet, is what we're saying, and he can't kick him in the balls. So this is kind of where it becomes, in my mind anyway, just a great big kaiju fight. This is just.
Tell you what it reminds me of is I think it was either early season 2 or season 3 of Family Guy where Peter has his first fight with the chicken.
Yeah,
with a 6-foot chicken. I just kind of got that in my head.
Yeah, to me, it's just full on kaiju fight with them just like picking each other up and shoving each other and just, very, very little actual skill involved, more just shoving each other into cardboard buildings and, going on a rampage.
Like Power Rangers type shit.
Yeah, big style.
Actually, can you imagine that? Imagine they were Power Rangers villains and they got blown up to like city size. It'd be fucking terrifying, wouldn't that?
I mean, not blown. I'm sure there are blown up Barney mods out there, but I remember back in the day there was a Doom mod that just had Barney everywhere popping up, and they've just done one for Resident Evil Village as well. So there's something, people find something innately terrifying about Barney. I think it's just because he's so fucking happy.
I think it's the eyes.
And I think it's just the relentless optimism.
Well, yeah, that's enough to piss anybody off, but no, I kind of get that anyway. So,
like Big Bird, at least, is occasionally melancholy. And
Big Bird fucks things up as well. Barney is just like very much in your face, and everyone's happy, and everyone should be, everyone should be this, and everyone should be that, and everything should be great. So that's not fucking life.
No. So I think Big Bird is slightly more street than Barney. I think he's. And not
never before has Big Bird been referred to as street.
Look, he's literally from the streets.
That doesn't make him street. That means he's from there.
He's literally from the hood. So. I think he's got the street smarts here. I think if this is a brawl, Big Bird's got it over Barney. I think Barney's dumber, and I think he's slower as well. So I think Big Bird's definitely tougher than Barney. I'm making that call right now. I think Big Bird's the tougher of the two. I think Barney's
tougher in as much as mentally tougher and having sort of the sort of acuity to know how to fight in some way, shape, or form. Barney's just a big fucking marshmallow. He's got fuck all between his ears, and he's lucky that he's got a thick skull.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like he'll absorb the damage definitely, and I think he's heavy enough to give some out. And I think if you piss him off, yes, he's all happy, smiley and stuff, but he is a fucking T-Rex at the end of the day. Like you piss him off, he's got to have some of that killer instinct inside him still. Sure,
he does. But then again, how good is Big Bird at staying still?
Not at all, because Big Bird's constantly fucking moving again, constantly moving his hands, constantly kicking his feet out.
Because that would be his tactic, wouldn't it? So knowing full well, if you don't move, he can't see you. So stay still, and then when it's distracted,
I thought how easy would he be to catch?
No. I'm thinking realistically, if Barney's getting a bit close, just stand still.
I don't think Big Bird can stand still. I don't think he, because he's a Muppet as well. One of the things that sets Muppets aside from any other kind of puppet really is the skill of the puppeteer attached to the quality of the puppet. And one of the things you'll always notice with Muppets is they are never static, ever. At no point does a Muppet corpse on camera. They're always it's why they've got the arms on sticks and things, and that's why Kermit is constantly gulping. You know, at
true.
no point will you ever see a Muppet corpse.
But if it had the height of a T-Rex, would it?
I don't know. I guess would Big Bird be smart? I guess Big Bird would be smart enough because like this is the kind of shit he'd be talking about with all the kids on Sesame Street all the time, isn't it? This is a T-Rex, and you know this is like basic learning stuff, so he should know.
And the fucker's old enough to have seen Jurassic Park as well.
Yeah, well, fucking hell, Big Bird's older than us, I think.
Exactly. So, older than God.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe he is smart enough to know that you stay still. Plus, hangs out with a woolly mammoth, so.
And I mean,
he's going to have
realistically,
skinny. Is Snuffleupagus a woolly mammoth? I always kind of thought he was.
Yeah,
or is he just a regular elephant? I always thought he was a mammoth because he was kind of hairy.
Yeah, I always thought so too. I think the thing as well, you could do that. You could do that because as long as you stay still for a couple of seconds, Barney doesn't have the attention span. So,
definitely doesn't.
So he's constantly, his head's going to be on a fucking stalk, and he's going to be doing this all the time. Again, apologies to the people listening, not watching.
Well, no, I think actually what he's going to be doing is this all the time.
Yeah.
And moving his entire fucking body.
Yeah, true. But yeah, so I mean, I think as long as you can stay still for a couple of seconds, and it becomes a bit like the old stealth computer games where as soon as they're looking that way, you run the other way and get behind it.
Yeah.
And then once he's behind him, he's got no fucking chance because he's not going to see you coming. He's not going to be able to turn around quick enough to stop you if you do attack him from behind.
I mean, I think if Big Bird's going to take you from behind. I caught myself halfway through that sentence. There's a reason, like, now and again, we have discussions where we go, I can't really think of anything for who wins this week. Is this idea running its course? There's a reason why we keep doing this show, because none of the other shows that we do would I be coming out with, if Big Bird were to take me from behind. I just caught myself halfway through it. But yeah, if Big Bird were to attack, that's not better. That's not better. That's not better. Maybe it is.
If
Big Bird
Barney would be attacked from behind.
Let's be.
We're not saying he's going to rape him. We're just saying he's going to come up behind him and hit him over the back of the head.
Yeah, let's be grown-ups about it. If Big Bird's coming up behind you.
Sorry, you want us to be grown-ups, really?
Yeah, I know. If Big Bird's coming behind you, oh fuck me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus. I'm sorry, listeners. If Big Bird is attacking from the rear of his opponent, then Jesus Christ, I cannot get this together. If Big Bird's attacking from behind, right? You've got those big, powerful legs, and like you could just like if he gets those legs wrapped around you, like that's game over, isn't it? If he can come up behind you, get the legs around your neck, like he'd choke you out with those legs easily.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, they are long and kind of wiry, aren't they? So
so you get
and he's not overly encumbered with bones, so it's not as if he's going to be incapacitated with the fact his joints don't go that far.
No, so you get a head scissors. Yeah, take Barney, you can start choking him out. But I mean, Barney does have a thick neck.
Does a very thick neck, and it doesn't move.
Yeah, he's also got a fucking mouthful of razor sharp teeth. So if you I guess he could bite Big Bird's toes off at this point.
But again, as I was saying earlier, if you've got legs around the neck, you're not going to move the head enough to get into a position to bite.
True. Plus, as previously discussed just a few minutes ago, Barney can't move his fucking neck. He's like Batman. So he's kind of
can't reverse out of the drive.
Yeah, so he's kind of fucking stuck. So Big Bird might be able to choke him out.
I don't know if he would. I think the problem is his neck is too thick.
Too thick, yeah. In which case he's doing nothing. The two of them are just rolling around on the floor again. So then again, it becomes about who can get up quickest. And again, that's Big Bird. Because Barney's got a kind of a Weeble thing going on here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Tiny little hands again.
But not only that, he does bulk out towards the waist as well, as we all do, unfortunately. But I think you're right. It's not good because of the. It's kind of the Mr. Blobby suit, but without the hinging on it.
Very much so.
So very much now you have a torso and an arse and then legs.
Yes.
And being able to sort of you have to roll on those. You'd have to roll onto your front, push yourself up onto your knees, and then try and get up. That's not a quick move.
No, it's
not trust me, I know.
Yeah, it's not like when he bashed his ankle and got down on one knee, like when he's properly down on the floor like this, whereas Big Bird's agile enough to get straight back up. Yeah, Barney is going to have to position himself. He's going to have to get onto his knees, by which time I mean, that gives Big Bird enough time for a fucking soccer kick. And Barney's in perfect position for it as well.
Yeah, it's a proper punt to the jaw, because at that point, if you catch it under the jaw,
yeah,
you're gonna rattle the head and rattle the neck.
Yeah, soccer kick the motherfucker.
Yeah, because I mean that's just gonna fucking stun him completely. He's not gonna know where the hell he is. At which point, Big Bird then has got the opportunity where he has got that long beak to get in and start hacking away at the neck.
Yeah, I maybe weaken the neck a bit, I suppose, because I mean, okay, so if he's down like that, Big Bird's like ready for a kill if he can go for it. But I don't think he can peck through Barney's neck still. I think that's a long process.
But again, it's going to be enough. He's not going to peck through necessarily, but if you can catch even the outside of the throat, it's gonna knock the wind out. It's gonna slow you down.
Could potentially nick an artery anyway, couldn't he? Barney
but at that point again,
and marshmallows or whatever he fucking eats. I don't know.
I don't know. I just know he spunks polka dots.
Yeah.
But I mean, at that point again, if he's down and struggling to get up, all Big Bird needs to do is get behind him and crack the neck.
Yeah, he could crack.
Because you've got a big old fucking lever there as well with that head. You're going to wrench it off.
Yeah, I mean, my preferred method of termination here, bearing in mind, is Big Bird and Barney. And I'm assuming we're having this fight on the corner of Sesame Street. Like, if Barney's down, if he soccer kicked him and he's stunned, you got to imagine he's going to at least position him on a curb and just curb stomp the fucker. Like, there's a lot of weight to be bringing down, and because he's a T-Rex as well, he's got that elongated snout slightly, so
yeah,
a lot of fucking weight to be coming down on that cranium. If you can get him to bite the curb, like I think that'd do it. I think Big Bird could properly curb stomp the motherfucker.
I think either way, I'm not sure, just because I'm not sure the mechanics of Barney's head as opposed to a T-Rex. Because obviously I'm well versed in T-Rex heads.
Well, I mean, they go like this. What more? They're perfectly designed to fit over a curb.
Isn't that a baby shark?
Baby shark. Fuck you! I can't believe you. That's there all night now. I can't believe I fell for that.
No, neither can I.
Fuck you.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure of the mechanics of an actual T-Rex head and how accurate Barney's is. But I think either way, whether he's biting the curb or whether you are wrenching that neck and just turning it through 90 degrees, I think either way, Barney's fucked.
Yeah, definitely. I think Big Bird's got it all over him here, which I suspected he would anyway. I mean, Barney's got Barney's bigger, so he's got the weight advantage and stuff, but he's fucking useless, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I think Big Bird's just easily just curb stomp the motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, we always come into these trying to be impartial, but I very definitely had a bird in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, we both wanted to see Big Bird win this, I'm sure.
I didn't so much want Big Bird to win as Barney to get fucked.
Well, I mean,
which kind of did happen right about the middle of the episode.
Would you put necrophilia past Big Bird?
But again, we've established he doesn't have a dick.
Oh yeah, so we can't fuck him anyway. But maybe he's got one of those duck penises. Like, we can't see it, but when he needs it, he's like, go Big Bird penis, and just out the spiral, like Spider-Man style, out comes the penis, and just, I mean, I guess you'd have to lift Barney's tail up.
That's kind of
it's fine. It's fine. I think he could do that. So if he wanted to, he could. I don't think Barney's Big Bird's type, to be honest, though.
I think anything's Big Bird's type, isn't it?
I don't know. Again, we don't know Big Bird's sexual preference. This is going downhill fast. So.
Yeah. Sorry, listeners, viewers, everybody.
Yeah. So. Okay. So we're kind of going.
When I said that, I didn't mean literally fuck. By the way, I just meant fucked up.
Oh, I thought you literally.
No.
We've been talking about.
No, I meant I just wanted him to get fucked up. Yeah. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah. Well, he did get fucked up, definitely. So Big Bird definitely trumps Barney. But do you know what fuck them both up? It's Bungle.
Oh God, yeah.
Now I considered adding Bungle as a
especially
late stage wild
especially
card.
That sort of really
the Nightmare Bungle.
Nightmare Bungle, yeah.
I considered adding Bungle to this fight as a last minute wild card, but I've already done the artwork, so it's fucking lazy.
Fair play. Yeah, I didn't see this one going quite so dramatically south, I've got to be honest.
No. So maybe, listeners, if you can think of anybody we can have fight Bungle in a future episode, then let us know. It's got to be fair. Don't say Paddington Bear, because Bungle would fucking eat him for breakfast.
And we've just done Paddington as well.
Yeah. So
maybe like the Harry Henderson.
That's not bad. That's not bad, yeah, because he's like a big hairy bear type thing. Maybe a literal, yeah, I was going to say maybe an actual bear. Let's think of a famous bear.
Maybe that's one for off air in case we offend anybody.
God, you worrying about that now after 7 years? Jesus.
No, absolutely not. You've known me longer than that. You know I don't care.
Yeah.
So anyway,
getting back on topic.
Yeah.
Now we finished.
When were we ever on topic?
Well, I think we were reasonably on topic when we
started.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I was going to say when we were talking about the fight and taking it from behind and stuff, but I nearly said something wrong again, so we'll leave it. Leave it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. If anybody has any thoughts on just how badly wrong this episode went, please let us know.
I blame Mark.
That's right. I get blamed for everything anyway. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I can't blame you. I was going to say I blame you for taking me off course with Baby Shark, but that was after I'd started talking about.
That's your own fault. You did that.
No, you. All right, we'll get into this off air as well. I apologise, listeners, for any of you that are now doing the Baby Shark dance. It's all Mark's fault.
I'm actually blaming Ted Lasso because they use it in that. That's got me stuck in my head since Friday.
There's no reason to inflict it on every fucker else, is it? That's
just if I've got to suffer, everybody else has got to suffer.
Just fucking cruel.
Sorry, everybody. Yeah, but
don't fucking kid yourself.
Not even close. Not even close. If you would like to shout at me, listeners, feel free. You can get in touch on Twitter at ddpodcastnet. You go to our website, ddpodcast.net, where you can also listen to our other shows and other episodes as well. On Facebook and YouTube with the Double Down Podcast Network. So like, share, subscribe, leave us a message. Wherever you get your podcasts from, be it iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, etc., because I can't remember where they all are. Like, share, subscribe, leave us a message. We back to as best we can. Until next time.
See you later.